Hey, it's Zaraki here from Team IDTE, and today I'm going to show you my E-Hero deck. I know I promised you guys that I'd show it to you quite a while ago, but when I promised that, the deck was a lot different. Back then, it was actually more like D-Hero engine with elemental heroes mixed in. It was before like the meta E-Heroes that we are seeing a lot more of today. Um, but then after a deck list like that came out, I decided to try it out and see like if it was any better. And I thought it was a lot more consistent. And since then, it has like changed a little bit over time. And finally, I've gotten it to the point where I thought I think it's pretty consistent. So I'm gonna show it to you guys because I'm only gonna be playing it a few more times, and after that, probably move on to something else. So I figured I'd show you guys my build. To start off, we got one Stratos and triple Alias, and they're your only E-heroes in the deck. Then we got two Thunder Kings for some stun aspect, another light target in the theme of 1900 beaters. Then we got two Doomkales. I like two Doomkales because it's a good card to open up with to make your opponent like waste resources or whatever to get him off the field, and then you can kind of pave the way for your E-heroes to come through. It's also good like mid late game because then you can like protect your monsters, depending on like if you're predicting like some effect monsters of some sort that can stop you. I started main decking two DD Warrior Ladies. I realized this card's probably too good in the main deck since it's a light target. You can rota it. It's another card that you can set that people don't quite see right away. I'm liking DD Warrior Lady in the main deck right now. Two effect feelers. It's getting to the point where people have to main deck effect feeler anyways, and I like it because it's another good stun card, and then on top of that you can sync with it. One Honest because we have a lot of light targets and it's good to help protect your monsters. You can also set it to stall for a little bit. The last monster and the only water target is a Snowman Eater. It's a good card. It's good to stall because most cards in the main deck can't get over 1900 anyway. So if you need to stall for a little bit, I think it's pretty good. For spells, we got triple Miracle Fusion. I know most people don't really run any Miracle Fusions or like two or one, but I like three because I like game one. If you can get your E-heroes off pretty quick, then this makes this card really live. And then going into the Shining, you only recycle your monsters, so it makes it really good. And when people like side against you, then it's just easy just to take a few out or whatever you need to do. Triple Gemini Spark. Like I said, it's easy to get your E-heroes off, and after you start using the Shining, I mean, you recycle your aliases, so Spark's usually never a dead card. For searching, we got one Reinforcements and one Emergency Call. I think you need to have one of these just because you want to get to your E-heroes as quick as possible, and then in case your E-heroes have already like started, then I guess then Reinforcements of the Army is good because then you can go for DD Warrior Lady if you really need it. For back row destruction, we got two MST and Staple, and then we got one Book of Moon and an Omen Crossout. I think this is a good card in the main deck because your monsters are all pretty beefy, so for the most part, people are going to defend against you anyways, and it's good just to get cards out of the way so your monsters can just start pushing through and getting 1900 hits in. They take damage like really quick. And then it's good, I guess, if you play plants and take out their Rykos, or if you're playing like Gravekeepers and get rid of their Recruiter or their Spy. I think Crossout's a really good versatile card for E-heroes, actually. For traps, we got Triple D Prison. This deck is really good at plus against your opponent, so usually you come down to just having to have your 1900 guys like butt heads with whatever bosses they can get out just to challenge them, and this pretty much stops like any like onslaughts that they could try. And two Psalm Warnings are staple. Two Bottomless. One Mind Crush. I think this is a really good card this format. I mean, almost every deck reveals some type of card in the hand. So it's usually never dead because you always know like at least one card somebody's got in their hand. And then you get to see your opponent's hand as well. So that's way too good to not play. 1/7 tools to clear the path for like Miracle Fusion plays and whatnot. 1 force for a few pluses. 1 Hero Blast. I like Hero Blast because it's pretty much another Gemini Spark, except you get your alias back to your hand, and then I think it's pretty good if you set it, you kill their monster, you get alias to your hand, then you have Gemini Spark, and then you can just do more shenanigans. And then last, I play 1 Starlight Road because this engine's good to plus off of, but it's kind of slow. And if your opponent finds a way to clear your field a little bit faster, it's kind of hard to come back because it takes a while to get like advantage over your opponent. So if they get too much advantage over you, then it really hurts you and it's really hard to come back. So Starlight Road really slows down your opponent and helps keep your field protected. For the extra deck, we got Triple Shining. I mean, you run on a lot of light monsters, so it's obvious you had to play him because you can recycle your aliases for Spark or even recycle himself. 2/0. We only play 1 water target anyways, so if that gets removed, then these are useless. And then if 0 gets bottomless or something, you're not even going to be able to use the second one anyways, so I think it's only necessary to have 2. 1 E-Quest for side deck Super Polys, so it's good if you play like dragons or something. And then 1 Chimera Tech because I also side Cyber Dragons, and if you really need to, you could Super Poly it, I guess. 1 Mistworm. I don't have a Trishula, but even if I did, I'd probably still play Mistworm anyways because the whole point of the deck is to kind of clear the way for your monsters to get through. So if you get Mistworm out and get some other guys, and it's pretty good. 2 Starlight or Stardust Dragons. I mean, you play Starlight Road, so you gotta have at least 1. 1 Thought Ruler, Black Rose, Rionic, Gaia, and then Catastrophe. And that's the main deck. It's a pretty solid build. I've been playing it like pretty much since Shining has come out. I've been testing around with it, and I think it's a real solid build, and it's got a really good matchup against most decks. I'm not going to show you the side deck because it's mainly fit to kind of play against people at our card shop. So, I mean, if you have any questions about it, then feel free to PM me and ask, because I think that my side's pretty good against a few specific decks. The only thing I would change in this is I probably, if I had Pot of Dualities, I'd probably play 2 of them. I wouldn't play 3, but that would be the only change I'd make. I don't know what I'd take out, but the deck's also for sale if you guys want to buy it. As you can see, like most of the cards in there are pretty blinged out on highest rarity, so it's pretty valuable if you guys are interested in that at all. And I guess that's about it. So if you want to buy it, then you can PM me. If you have any questions about E-Heroes at all, or want to know how to side deck, or any questions why I play specific cards, then you can ask me. Alright, I guess that's it. Bye! Bye!